God bless and welcome to Texas Honda Channel. If you're new here, please consider clicking that subscribe button. So in today's video, I'm pulling the transmission out of the RSX so we can inspect the clutch because it's no longer holding the 432 horsepower. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the time-lapse video right here, and then we'll go over more. I hope you enjoy this video. Alright, now that we got everything out, I went ahead and cleaned and pressure washed the transmission. It looks really nice now. I did inspect to make sure, and it is not an LSD transmission, as you can see in there. I was under the assumption that this was, but clearly it's not. No big deal. This is the Type S 6-speed because this is a Type S. But I was looking at the clutch and I was honestly super impressed. This is an Exedy HCD 823. And that's actually a factory clutch. I was looking it up, and this is the OE replacement clutch. So super impressive that it was even able to keep up at 443 horsepower on the dyno, and it's not burnt up too bad. I was starting to smell it when I got into boost, which means I caught it just in time before it actually became a problem. So this is actually a really good clutch still. I am really impressed with it, but I will not be doing this clutch again. I will be probably going with the Stage 3 6-puck sprung clutch from Action Clutch, and that one should be able to handle this no problem. I don't want to go with an unsprung Stage 4, even though that would handle a lot more. I will be more street driving than track, but I do want to take it to the track, so that Action Clutch would be really good. So I went ahead and put the subframe back in here. That way I could get the wheels back on, get this thing scooted over. That way my wife's MDX fits in here while we're waiting for the new clutch. But it's basically just 4 bolts holds up the subframe. And then I put the knuckles back on, which the ball joints on both sides are completely destroyed. So those will be getting fixed. I'll be getting some replacement CV axles in here. Since this has the Type S axles, just OE replacement ones work really well. My buddy Michael confirmed that with me. He was running 700 horsepower on his. So he was snapping axles a lot when he was at the track with them big old slicks running 10s, but the axles he had were actually base model. I have the Type S, which are bigger, and that's what a lot of people run. So I'll be good with OE replacement CV axles. We're going to get new Moog ball joints, and I did find out that this wheel bearing is actually bad, so I'll be replacing that as well. So the list of things just keeps continuing. But I do have an 8-pound or a 10-pound flywheel. I'm not sure exactly which one. It's one of those on here, and it is a very nice flywheel, so that'll just be getting cleaned up, and we'll be reusing that. So definitely making some progress for sure, and found out a lot of useful information with this clutch. So if you guys are running all motor setup, I highly recommend this Exedy clutch. It was able to keep up with 400 horsepower, no problem. After we started getting to 440 range, that's where it started becoming a problem. Up until then, it was perfectly fine, no smell from the clutch, and it was even holding pretty decent, but I started to feel it slip a little bit. You can kind of see it just a little bit that it was slipping, but overall, highly recommend the OE replacement clutch for the K20 A2 Type S setup. So if you aren't trying to make big power, it's definitely a good one to go with. But yeah, got it all pressure washed in there, got it all cleaned up. Gonna take care of a couple oil leaks while this is in the condition it's in, as it's leaking from the valve cover gasket. So I need to get that knocked out because it's just dripping, you know, sweating some horsepower over here. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little video, a little update as to what's going on. I'm working the best I can with what little I have. So I appreciate each and every one of you that share the videos, like the videos, and drop comments. It helps tremendously. And before too long, we'll get this back in. Then we'll be able to go back to the dyno after the new clutch is broken. And I highly recommend breaking the new clutches in, guys. It's a super serious thing. A lot of people will say, you know what, just send it. And I used to be that guy. I used to send every single one of them. Just break it in like maybe 200 miles and send it. But the clutches don't last as long that way. So highly recommend 500 street-driven miles to break it in. So that'll be happening. And keeping the RPMs below 4,500 is going to be a super hard task for me, especially with boost, but I think I can manage. I can rack some miles up pretty quick around here. That's how Texas is, though. It's easy to rack up miles. But yeah, definitely making some progress. So if you guys want to continue supporting this build, just please hit that subscribe button if you haven't, or hit that like button if you have. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you guys in the next video if God is willing. Now, before you get off the video, if you are interested in downloading a free Bible app, you can use this QR code on screen, scan that with another phone, or you can click the link in the description and download your free Gideon Bible, and it is in English Standard Version, so it's easy to understand, and it is the Word of God, and each and every one of you should at least know the Word of God and know your worth. But that's basically it for this video. I will see you in the next one, and God bless. Stay safe, stay awesome.